Yes, the champion. There's only me. That's why I won, because there's only me. I think Richard's here.
I'm here in spirit.
Hey, Richard's here in spirit. Yeah, hey. It was just me and Richard because James is has just had the police come knock on the door. No, he hasn't. He's run out of electricity, but he's off down Lundy's, get some change. He's going to get it in the meter.
Yeah, he's gone to get 450 pences.
Yeah. That'll last him fortnight, I reckon.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. It's the Richard and John show, episode 139. Is that right?
I don't know. I'm looking at my watch. Yeah, there's the one.
It's a fancy watch.
Hey, when you got on holiday? Oh, June.
Yeah. Episode 139, the Ideal Home Show. Brad's running late. He's running up and down a tube train drunk. He'll be here in about 12 to 13 minutes. We have James, whose internet's just dropped. He's going to turn it on and off again. And Rick is on his hollybobs. But
we're here, Richard.
But we're here. We also have some other excuses. Let's just run through these. We've got Mark, who sends his apologies. He's also on holiday.
Nice.
All right for some. And that's the only official excuse we've had. So anyone else who's missing, we will need to see a doctor's note.
It's like an AGM, isn't it? Has anybody got any apologies?
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
So on tonight's show, we have news from the entire vaping universe. We have food-related chat, vape-related chat, a little bit of squonking. There's a little bit of squonking in the middle. There is some stuff right near the end. So if you're watching on replay, skip an hour and 10. Yes. What else? Obviously, no mod showcase. We don't know what else we've got. And without James, we're not 100% sure. But what we can say is there's going to be some stuff. And there's going to be a Travava.
There will be, even if me and Richard just make it up.
I've got them. I've got the pictures.
Oh, you got them?
So there's going to be some amazing Geordie accents.
I was thinking I'm just going to have to go downstairs and raid the cutlery drawer and just go, oh, look at this. This is from Kenneth.
You could find any object and fabricate a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Loving it.
Okay, so James. No, he's not here.
That's what I was thinking. I know you're going to ask questions.
I'm going to ask John. John, how has your week been? What did you have for lunch? Don't you freeze up now. Okay. So, it's just me then. Okay. So, shall I just tell you what I've had for lunch? This is a car crash. What we usually do now is put up a test card that said, like, we're struggling with the broadcast. No, okay, I'll just do some stuff then. Found a really good YouTube channel. I'll put it in the chat. Or you can just search it on YouTube. You just put V1CK into your search bar. And that's really good. Okay, good. Right. Let's wing it. Let's go rogue. Shall I show you some new stuff? All right, I'll show you some new stuff. Check this out. This is the Vault RDA from Asmodus. And Vape Porn? Vape Porn and Asmodus have collaborated to make the Vault RDA. Squonky and non-squonky RDA. Bottom feeding. Goon tips. Hi, James.
Did I win?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Excellent.
I'm just showing this to the world. It's just me and thee.
What's happened to John? Has John gone as well?
He'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
So I'm just showing this. This is the Vault RDA from Vape Porn and Osmodus. It's very goony. It's very goony in all manner of ways. Slightly different clamps, but clamps nonetheless.
Yeah, very goony.
Similar size and dimensions, airflow.
Yep.
It's not bad though. I mean, well, if you completely copy the goon, you're not going to go far wrong.
Is that 24 milli? 24
Yeah.
I'm feeling self-conscious about saying milli now. 24 milli.
Oh, no, don't. Yeah, so that is that. We're going to have to. John's going to do his handshake via chat by the looks of it.
Oh, so he has got internet. Is it? Must be just Facebook. Well, it's even not my entire internet. I had to do a full switch off, switch on again. I wonder if it's
with the router.
It's them anonymous people. I reckon them anonymouses.
Oh yeah. Well, they've had a vendetta against us for quite some time. That's a posh mug.
Do you like it? You know what I like best about it? I like the thumb rest best.
Oh.
I always feel as though my thumb is just waving around, looking for somewhere to go when I'm drinking lager. That's
good. That is good. All right, then. Well, I'm going to have to ask you then, James.
Okay, ask away, ask away. Do you have questions, please, by all means?
What is going on tonight?
For fuck's sake.
What happened to you?
Mine crashed as well.
It's crazy. I was blaming the anonymous people.
So sorry, Richard. That was I was crying with laughter when I realised what happened.
Okay, well, you've missed your chance now. It's James's turn.
Oh, that seems fair.
You're in timeout.
Yeah, I got to sit on the naughty step.
Yeah, James, how's your week been? What you been watching on the telly? What you vaping? What you drinking? And all this time I had to prepare a question. What is your favourite thing to do in shorts?
In shorts, wow,
that's good. I like it. I like it.
I didn't know where that was going to go, but that went into shorts. Awesome. Thanks very much, Rich. Week's been good. Week's been good. It's been busy. As every week is busy. What have I done this week? I have been watching telly. I have been watching a little bit of telly. I'm nearly done with Goliath. Season 2 is just about done on the old Amazon Prime. That's been really, really good. If you haven't watched it, I urge you to watch it because it's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
What is it?
Goliath. I mentioned it last week.
You did.
Yeah, with Billy Bob Thornton. And season 2 is, it's fairly similar to season 1. You know, he's like a retired, not retired, like a slightly downtrodden lawyer who's fighting his way back up again, sort of thing. And season 2 is pretty much more of the same sort of thing.
Why is it called that?
Because he mentions in one of the episodes, because he's the little man. He's not Goliath. He's
David.
He's David, absolutely. That's not his name, but he does read a little passage about, and he doth swingeth a stone, and it hit the big fella on the forehead, and he doth fall, or whatever he does. He kind of like mentions that in one thing, and you go, and that's why it's called Goliath, which is nice. But it's one of them. Amazon's own, like Netflix make loads of their own gear, and Amazon are obviously doing the same sort of thing. And it's one of their own sort of things, and it's got some little quirky bits. Like it's got like a few of them being like animated introductions, and a few little crazy. It's been dead good. It's slightly oddly shot. It looks a bit low budget sometimes, but it's not. But it's well written and it's well acted, and I really enjoyed it. I also watched. I've mentioned this a few times. I'm watching on a Tuesday. My brother comes around. We have a few beers, watch a film, and we are going through the years. And we're up to 1997 or 8, and watched The Big Lebowski this week, and that was superb. It's years since I've seen The Big Lebowski.
Are you going to start again when you call up? Are you going to start again?
No, we've done this for years. It started off watching every single time travel film that has ever been produced.
I like it. I like it.
So every series, every film, we'll watch pretty much everything that's to do with time travel, and that's how it started. Getting like a theme on, and then we did westerns for a bit, and we did specific actors, and it gives you somewhere to go. If you're watching a film every week, was it Brad?
Hello, is he still on the train?
I'm still on the train, and
He's
I figured out how to join.
He's in the toilet. He's in the toilet on the tube.
How are you still on the train?
Because London's a fucking shithole, that's why.
You look really warm.
I am schmelting, to be polite.
I like the fact we're live on the Ideal Home Show on a train in the city. That's wicked.
I'm trying to broaden our demographic.
I like the fact you're trying to pretend you're not live on the tube. Oh, amazing. Amazing. We need to get permission from everyone in the shop.
Yeah, they need to sign things.
Get us signed things for us.
Oh, just shout. Is it all right if we film you on the Ideal Home Show?
Yeah. I really like the fact that he's not doing it with his hand over his mouth, trying not to be seen.
Everyone talks into the phone all the time.
You're wearing a suit.
I'm trying to pretend to be normal.
Everybody talks into their phone all the time now. No biggie.
Yeah,
Probably not live on YouTube.
Talk to 4 people live on YouTube to however many people are watching there.
It even happens in Sunderland. You get people wandering around in Sunderland. They're talking away, and sometimes they've got a phone, and sometimes they haven't.
FaceTime or just mind time.
Yeah.
It's called LSD time.
How's your week been, Brad?
Yeah.
It's been absolutely fucking manic. I've been working 16 hours a day, Monday to whatever goddamn day of the week it is right now. And I am assuming people can hear me over this stupid train noise.
Well, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
As long as you can, who gives a shit about anyone else?
It's like an outside broadcast. It's like you've just witnessed a fire or something.
I think it's a miracle that I've managed to broadcast from.
Are you underground?
We're now outside of underground. I'm on the underground, but we're currently above ground.
Currently, I think we might have lost him.
He's got underground. He always said he would.
These city types, huh? City types.
Like the Jam. That's what he always says. One day,
Yeah.
like the Jam and the Wombles. Fuck it, I'm going underground.
Anyway, James, where were you? This is one of those nights, I can just tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's
a Big Lebowski? It was very good. I can't believe how many stars are in it. It's like everybody's famous now. I don't know whether they were all famous at the time, but they're certainly all famous now. Super duper good. I enjoy that a lot. Yesterday, I went to the Tall Ships. The Tall Ships are in Sunderland. I don't know whether you know about the Tall Ships coming to Sunderland. The Tall Ship. I
thought it was a pub. When you said we went to the Tall Ships, I thought it was a pub.
No. It's tall ship. Well, I mean, reasonably tall ships. The expectations were high to how tall the ships were going to be. They were pretty tall. I mean, I wouldn't like one stuck somewhere uncomfortable. They were pretty tall. I wouldn't like to fall. I mean, they were so tall. And there was a few of them because apparently the Tall Ships race is kicking off on Saturday from Sunderland. It happens once every so many years. So I went down there, and there was like stalls and a fun fair. Went on the extortion £4 for a single cone ice cream, £4 for a single cone with a flake, £4 for
What did you do? Just all share one?
I had a lager. I had a beer. I wasn't interested in it. I had a cold beverage. James,
how much was a lager if ice cream was £4?
I paid £2 for a half of lager. Of the lager that I'm drinking tonight, I've cracked it up and I'm just about to pour it into my glass. This is Tall Ship Craft.
That's not that bad for that for £4. Yeah.
The bottle was £3.50 for the bottle, and this is brewed in Sunderland, and it is. It's all right. It's if you read
what kind of percentages are you playing with there?
It's 4.1, I think, and it's got Czech Saz hops in it, and it's got overtones of biscuit. And I'll admit, like I said, I had a half the other day, and I think
Richard's got Cobra, by the look of it.
It is slightly biscuity. I mean, not as biscuity as say a biscuit, for instance, yeah, but more biscuity than
flip flop.
You know what I mean? So it's slightly overtones of biscuit, apparently. And that's why I'm drinking this evening. That's what I want to be drinking. Oh, but so anyway, there was a fair there. I went on the fastest, most dangerous dodgems I have ever been on in my life. They were like 30-mile-an-hour dodgems. A real feeling of fear that if you were to go head on with somebody else, you'd both be injured severely. It was they were the best dodgems I've ever been on. I mean, probably whoa, let's make sure we actually dodge people. It wasn't like a bumpums. It was definitely a fucking dodgems, and it was good. So it was the tall ships in Sunderland. It was ships reasonably tall. But they're just sitting there. You know what I mean? It's not like you can't go on them because the people's actual ships.
What are they, like old ships?
Well, they're all not necessarily. They're going to race. They're all seafaring, and the town's full of sailors at the minute. Literally, there's hundreds of sailors wandering around with the full sailery. We bought the Berner hat. So.
Oh, you definitely should have come on with that on. That is amazing.
You look a treat in that.
A little on the small side.
An officer and a gentleman.
Yeah. But there's loads of genuine bona fide sailors knocking around Sunderland at the minute, and it was good. It was good fun. It was ridiculously expensive. Like I say, £4 for an ice cream. I thought was a little bit steep, but it was good. That was the tall chips. So I'm drinking on. I'm just about, like I say, I've just cracked open this. Let's just.
Might have been because of the vanilla crisis.
I haven't heard about the vanilla crisis. What's the vanilla crisis? I've heard about there's a lack of bubbles.
It's become it's no longer economically viable to use real vanilla in vanilla ice cream.
What?
I like them. So what's them little bits in vanilla ice cream now? What they're using instead?
No, well, they're still using it now, but it's no longer economically viable. So we'll be moving away from it.
Biscuity. I didn't realise that. And vanilla's my absolute favourite flavour. No, I'm a simple man.
So it's a bit vanilla, though, isn't
it?
Yeah. And also, boo. Okay, so let's move on because this is going to be a dodgy, rocky show. What am I vaping on? I'm vaping on the Iron 356 with a Vaping V2 and a whistle on top, and in there is my normal tobacco crunch. I am also vaping on. I got this week. I got this from Mr. Todd. It's a squeak emotion.
I've got one of them. Really.
And it's good. It's really scrapey. It's dead scrapey. It's just like all the other scrapes, but better. Like it's like a good scrape. I mean, they're all good. They've all, when there's not a better one to compare it to, it's only I'm going backwards in the scrapes. But it's been a while since I've had one. Pardon?
They're not all good.
Oh, they're not all good. I mean, I had a V1 which was a bit leaky, and then I had a V2, and then I've missed loads until this one.
What was that one you had, John?
Dream, wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah, that was a knob. That one.
Was there an ironic name? Was it?
It was a knob. It was stupid.
It was. We should say that was the ugly duckling of what has been a very good.
Yeah. It went over. They just put in that. It was that funny lock system on the bottom.
Yeah.
It just made you want to smash it. Yeah. I give it away. Whoever won that, congratulations. Enjoy it.
Well, this one, as I'm sure many of you know, this one's got it's got the turny thing on the top. It's got the vape fill lock sort of thing. Close the juice thing off. It's good. It's been really, really good. In there, I've also got tobacco crunch because I'm like comparing it, like flavor wise, to something that I vape all day every day, and I've just kept refilling it because it's been nice. But I could do with something. I think there's a little bit of a colour clash with this with the Pico.
I didn't hate that. I think it's all right, isn't
it? No.
I agree. Yeah, I also say no. The orange and the green and the purple, it's a bit too much for me. But the vape on it is Sterling, absolutely sterling. Thank you, Todd.
Raheem Sterling.
And I've also got. We were chatting about this last week and early in the week between us. The Coil Art D Pro Mini, which I've got on the Vandy Vape 70 water, and that is brilliant. It's absolutely
I've got one of them.
Look at that. It's just got all the same stuff.
Yeah, no, that's what happens with the good stuff, isn't it? Everybody gets the good stuff. They seem to be pretty much sold out everywhere. When I was checking the other day for somebody, but it's a cracking vape. It's. Did you mention it in your vlog, Richard? I got in there about 20 minutes into your vlog, and I had
A D Pro.
The D Pro, yeah. I think you were going to talk about it in your vlog.
I think I touched on it briefly, but only to say I'm going to do a review just because, it is great. It is great, but I do have a couple of things about it that aren't amazing, but it is great.
I mean, it's 20 quid. Mm-hmm. I think you've always got to take the. I know the things that you want to talk about, so I won't mention them. But I think for 20 quid, you get a good vape to money ratio.
Yeah, 20 quid.
20 quid. And you get 3 drip tips with that. Obviously, I've added the beauty ring on there. It looks pretty cool.
I think it's great. I do think it's great. Have you tried other drip tips in it, James?
I have, and I was a bit frightened that they were too long.
Yes, yes, and that's one of my little warnings, my little negatives.
So I just put this one back in again. I've got a lot of my drip tips are metal, either Hellfire metal ones or whistles, and whistles are quite long, certainly longer than that one, and I want to nap them on a 20 quid. To be honest with you, because it wants to singe drip tips, not me. I don't want to be healing the plastic stuff either.
No.
So yeah, good value for money.
He's in.
He's not going to work.
He's back. Why are you
I made it.
Sorry.
Hello.
Have you got a drink?
Look.
Go and get a drink.
Now wait. Here comes the drink.
Look at that.
Look at that for service.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's pretty
I
good.
got sorry to interrupt whoever was talking. I got off at the wrong fucking train station. Had to run the last mile here.
You need to change that frequency on your webcam thing.
But I am here. I will rectify that now. Thank you very much.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you're strong. Well, okay, I think.
Go on, James. Just
no, I think I'm done.
Oh, you got another eye.
No, I think I'm done.
Okay. Sure.
We lunch. I had a sandwich. That was it. Okay, let's move on to John.
No, shorts. What would you do in shorts?
What I do in shorts? Swim.
Oh.
Your favourite thing to do in shorts is swim.
Yes.
Like it.
Yeah.
But not swim. Not like at the Olympic pool. At the down the slidey pool. With the family. That would be my favourite thing to do in shorts. What else do you do in shorts? I don't wear a lot of shorts.
Drink beer?
No. I'm a long trousers guy. I've been 30 years. Okay, so John, over to you. Such an organised show. How you been? How's your week been? What are you vaping on? What are you drinking on? What did you have for your lunch? And I have wrote a question down. And who is your most favourite monkey?
Most favourite monkey?
Like on-screen monkey or like monkey or whatever? Just your favourite monkey. Yeah, it could be an ape. It doesn't have to be a monkey. It could be an ape. Just what's your favourite monkey ape?
Okay, I'm with you. Has it been good? Yeah, it's been good. It's been a bit strange with football and everything else. Everything's a bit mental. I mean, like work-wise, people order at strange times when the football's on. It's been good. What if for lunch? I had It's fine. It didn't have a pot noodle, even though I knew I was on with Richard. I had 2 pano raisins and 2 oranges.
Hang on. Is that really what you had?
Yeah, it's what I had.
We don't believe you.
James, what do you think he had?
It seems likely they would have 2 panel raisins. I mean,
If I had to guess, I would say he ate the top of a crumpet and left the base, and then he just licked a Mars bar that he'd had yesterday, like just the wrapper from Mars bar.
I'm with you on eating half of a particular pastry meal. Ate the crust of a pie, of a pepper steak pie, and then sniffed a pint. Be like, I'm going to behave and keep my calories low.
Yeah, could be. I've done that. I've eaten the edge of a Ginsters before and thrown the middle bit away.
the middle bit's the best bit. Well, not of a Ginsters maybe, but generally of pies. So, no.
I was just that way out.
Honestly,
I think there's a possibility that he maybe's had one of those snack pots, but he didn't have access to a kettle, so he just put half a can of Coke in there and shook it up in the packet.
Oh.
Yeah, 2-minute noodles and Viennas.
I had 2 pound of raisins because £1.10, isn't it? £1.10 for 2, bargain.
So that's all you had?
2 oranges.
And 2 actual oranges or satsumas?
They were clementines, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I can believe it.
It's such a knob. That was that. Oh, what we're drinking? It's shameful, but I'm drinking Heineken. It is shameful.
It's not shameful.
It's shameful.
I tell you what is shameful, Lord John. I'll tell you what is shameful. The fact that you ordered that from Amazon Prime, you wouldn't even got the off license to buy it.
Shameful.
And then you pretended that you were like some sort of football fan, and you
I never did.
Chili, and
I never did.
No, it's shameful, John. It's shameful. And I bet you're going, ha. Oh, we're like those commoners.
John, I'm with you. I'd rather order beer from Amazon Prime and not have to walk the 57 meters to my local.
Well, 24 cans of beer for £19, right? And I didn't, and free delivery because it's Prime, innit? So I didn't go anywhere.
Fucking A for away.
Yeah, fuck that. And I wasn't seen buying it.
Drink shaming.
Yeah, terrible. Yeah, so it was for husband points. I don't like football. No interest in it at all. Yeah, a bit of chili, some crisps, bit of what's that green one?
You don't like crisps?
No,
tortilla chips.
It's potatoes. What they tack?
Tortillas.
Tortilla chips. Yeah. Sorry, I was getting a laugh because I couldn't believe what a middle class twat I sounded. Go, what are they call again? The ones I was going to go. The triangle, Mexican thing. I don't know what the fuck they call. Yeah, I had those.
You're one step away from being that guy on Gogglebox.
Yeah, you've changed, John.
I've never seen Goggle.
No, of course not. Neither is that guy on it.
Right. I'm trying to get some composure. What am I vaping on? I kept on a pass. Hold on. No. Fuck it. Hold on one second.
You can't hear
I'd
us.
rather not fuck it, considering all the dirty things I've seen on the tube.
I was grabbing on the mod. I put it up there before we started. So, in the first saver, on top of a Pico Mini, whatever it is, I've got cactus plant, 45 milligrams. Fabulous. In the second one, what have we got? Churros, I think. Let's try and get it. Click. Churros. Oh, whoa. Look at that. Nothing. That's what's in there. That's not going to turn on because there's no battery in it. This is live, people. Okay, he can be on a train. I can put a battery in a mod. Right. What's this? Churros, yeah.
Brad's playing Strip, Ideal Home Show.
Strip Idle Show on a tray.
We usually play that after we've gone off late.
I ran a mile here. I've taken my shoes off and I'm threatening to take my pants off next.
This strangely, churros goes really well with Heineken. That's bizarre. So that was Silver Saver RX75. Last but by no means least is a Switch Fet from the brilliant Switch Fet mod Squonker, but from the brilliant Abstract mods and the Mike Dacus. And in that, I've still got honey and cinnamon Danish from On Point E-Liquid, which is great. I'll disappear behind the cloud. Favorite monkey. Oh, I know. Oh, fuck me in the face. What's the monkey from Anything But Loose? Everywhere But Loose.
Clyde
the orangutan. I'm going to go with, because I heard the other day they were really mean to that orangutan.
It goes on a lot.
But the filming, they're fucking horrible to it.
Yeah, it goes on a lot. Apparently, on the A team, they were all mean to that lady that was in it. You know, there was 4 blokes, wasn't it, and 1 lady. Apparently, they were dead mean to her.
Richard's going to be the end of me today. Such a dick.
What?
Right.
Saw a documentary on it.
Okay. Brad.
Yes, darling.
How's your week been? How's your week been with you? But you weren't vaping at the time. So, oh yeah, what'd you have for lunch? What are you vaping on?
I got a good one for lunch.
What are you vaping on? If you had the top of a crumpet and you licked a Mars bar, you've won something. Sorry. So, how's your week been? Yeah, what'd you have for lunch? What are you drinking? What are you vaping on? If you could have been the character in any, how old are you again? 32.
33, according to my wife.
Okay, yeah, okay. You can choose to be any character in a film in the 90s. Yeah, from 1990 to 1999. Choose wisely.
Well, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
I've had a.
You're drinking Stella. I'm one above you in the fucking knobhead range today, so it's fine. Thanks for taking a bullet.
Mate, I'm drinking fucking the ultimate wife beater beer, Stella R2.
I think your wife did come in, put the beer down, and then you just heard the door go back.
She's basically locked the door, gone up there, locked the door behind her. I've had a fabulous week. Oh shit! I might need to do a button.
Just do one.
I've maintained this level of inebriation since Monday.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Who would have thought that the financial industry required you to remain pickled the entire time?
That's very good. Well done. Well done for staying a bit pissed.
I'm vaping on Old Faithful, the Envy, which I got as a gift from our dear Richard. Still using the Fluid Mods RDA, which is squonkable, but for some reason I've fallen in love with dripping again. And I'm actually vaping Cactus Jack. I think it's about 12 milligram, which I've spiked up. Which does the job, I won't lie. I've done vaping on week bin, drinking beer, lunch. Yes. I had the most expensive lunch I've ever had in my goddamn life.
£4 for an ice cream?
No, gee, the client who bought me lunch today spent more on my lunch than I spend on my meals and my wife's food for the entire week. It was 119 quid for a piece of brim sole. Is that a fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was before the veg that came with it. he had to pay extra for the veg. It was a piece of fish for 119 quid.
That's
But the client,
London.
and it was the most delicious piece of fish I've ever eaten, probably because of the price, not because of the quality.
There's, what did you call it? Brim sole.
It was something to do with a BR something soul.
What have we got in there? Someone's got to know that. That's definitely meant to.
Someone has to know what the hell I'm talking about, because I haven't got a cooking clue, to be honest.
Someone give us a clue. Someone give us a clue.
And it's a very simple question. Who would I be if I was a character from a show in the 90s? TV came very late to Africa. So I would have to say it's a very close tie between Mr. T and He-Man.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I expected some Michael Knight to come into there.
No, like if I could be Mr. T with a sword shouting, "By the power of Grayskull!"
Are you sure it wasn't a brill?
A brill. Maybe a brill. It was a fish.
That's a flatfish, but yeah.
It was flat when they put it on my plate.
Mm.
I didn't see it swimming.
Is there a bream sole? Is bream sole? No, I don't know.
Bream's a fish, fresh water, isn't it? Bream, yeah, definitely fresh water.
I can tell you this much: I ain't never going back to that restaurant because I can't fucking afford it. I'm borderline hobo. He spent more on lunch than I have in my bank account for the rest of the month.
It's pretty cool.
Chris Bish is saying bray sole.
Bray sole. Oh.
Yeah, chat seems to be filled with brill and references to the 80s Thundercats.
Graham's gone for plimsoll.
Plimsoll, I'm pretty sure that's a shoe, and I'm as pickled as I am, I probably would have tasted the difference between a fish and a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was an exciting fish-based quiz. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, who's left? Because
Richard.
I haven't gone.
Richard, darling,
We're creeping up 40 minutes.
How has your week been? We've got 7 minutes to get you through this. How's your week been? What you're vaping and what you're drinking? And if you were any specific type of alcoholic beverage, what would you be?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. A good week. I've been. We finished Prime Suspect on Netflix. I've just found out about the existence of another Prime Suspect.
Oh, what the oldie daisy one?
Yeah, they rebooted it as a prequel, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. We watched a couple of episodes. It wasn't. Not really a Prime Suspect fan, to be fair, but I didn't. The reboot was like heartbeat. It was mental. So
we're going to try that, just cause. And we've moved on to is it Marcella? Marcella?
Oh yeah. Anna Friel.
Yes, on the old Netflix.
I hope she's dead by the end of it.
Well, she's going that way.
It's Anna Friel. Every time she turns, there's that weird thing in life when somebody turns up, you think, oh, we're going to be all right. Emma Thompson, for me, if she turns up on something, you think, we're going to be all right. If Anna Friel pops in, you think, we've had a good night. I've had a couple of drinks.
Oh, well, she's the star of this.
Yes.
It's going okay so far. She's she's an interesting
There's two series, I think.
Yes, probably. So we just started that. That's a hoot so far. And okay. And lunch. I had a jacket potato with tuna. What was the question? Oh, drink. Yeah, drink. I would be vermouth because I'm not to everyone's tastes. That's like my blind date answer. When they have to say.
How beautifully freaking.
I had the most sick. Honestly, the most sick thing popped into my head. I nearly said it, just caught myself and went, "Oh no, that'll be people sending you PMs about it." Don't say that.
Vermouth is very elitist of you. I quite like that answer.
Yes, that's a good answer, isn't it? Vaping on the Drop Dead from Hell Vape on the Definitive Designs TS Squonker. Also got, as I've shown the guys when none of you lot were here, I'm vaping on the Vault RDA from Asmodus and Vape Porn. That's good. I've got Can Only Be One in there. Still my favourite juice in the world at the moment. Available from justadnick.co.uk.
It is.
And I've got this. This is the Saver RTA. If anyone's not got one of these, you should get one because really good. I've got this one in mouth to lung mode on the CB80 from Wismec. Matchy, mouth to lung mode, and in there I've got a juice called
hold that up. That's very matchy with the drip tip. I like that. I like that a lot. That's
and that is why I put that. That's why I put this in there as well, just for the uber matchy.
I like it.
But and then I remembered how bad it tasted. Totally wasn't worth it.
I was just going to say that. I was going to go, taste like piss, but it goes, look at that. Blue, 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 blue. Brilliant.
And I have actually got a juice called Tea from Bryn's Special Sauce.
Oh. Is it Bryn? Oh, not Bryn.
Not our Bryn.
Oh, is it T as in TA?
No, just TE.
Oh.
I don't know what it's meant to be. But it's all right. Let's just do this quickly. Let's see what everyone else is drinking and eating and stuff.
Matt English, Malibu and ginger beer.
We got Mark. Have we done him already?
You said he wasn't there, but that's brilliant. Bit of Elvis juice. Nice.
Got Paul, Ibby.
He's on the whites, but he's got that as well. He said it was like starting to get ready. But I thought it was like modern, and I thought I haven't had a Hoegaarden.
It's a Hoegaarden, yeah.
About 20 years. Used to sell it at local.
Hoegaarden's an awesome beer.
Yeah, it's got like a slightly banana-y, fruity kind of taste to it. It's
kind of an afternoon beer.
German white beer or Wit beer.
Yeah, cloudy.
Nice.
We've got Reese.
On Guinness, I see.
Got to be a Guinness on it, by the looks of it.
A giant Guinness.
And
I think the camera is just very close to it, that's all.
No, he's got a vase of Guinness. There's 3 cans in there.
Reese is only dinky, so I reckon put that mod there for a leg up. To just sit in the glass.
Let's see if anyone else. Let me just very quickly see if anyone else has done one. Who have we done? No, that's it. That's all. Everyone's drinking.
Oh, Ali. Well, Ali's on vodka and Pepsi Max. Sinistra's on Buckfast and Milk. Simon Watson's on Buckfast and Glue. Some of these might be out of context. John Malcolm's on Hell's Lager. Oh, it's exciting.
Okay, so that's what you guys are on. Don't forget to put your pictures on the old Facebook if you're having a beer before the show.
Ooh, okay,
and you could be featured in next week's episode.
Interactive Ideal Show.
Yep.
Interactive Ideal Show. Right.
Very, very interactive. What's in the news, John Martins?
That's funny. Yeah. I keep going too low. Here we go. There's a pick in the folder. I didn't put them in any order. I didn't name them. Hopefully you can find the right one. There's only 2.
Give us a clue.
It's the TPD.
All right then. Yeah. No sweat. I'll find that.
I just thought I'd rather do that than the whole article and read it.
Headline Bosch.
Oh no, wrong one.
Can you see why I picked that one? It clearly had a headline.
It did clearly have a headline.
Sneak peek there. That's coming up. Stay tuned.
I do apologise. Yeah, sorry, I kind of clipped it. Sorry, it's because I clipped the paragraph. What I want to talk about that. We'll just have a debate about this in a second. This is unbelievably important, and it's kind of slipped through at the moment, and not many people have got hold of it. But it is that when the TPD was introduced, a lot of people, we think about it as vape centric, and it was anything but. There was one page on vaping in the TPD, which then became the TPDR, because the whole thing was a tobacco directive. One of the things in there was plain packaging for cigarettes. Another thing in there was not selling menthol cigarettes anymore. Were the 10s in there as well? I can't remember. That, but I know menthol cigarettes were in there because now you have the little capsule. But menthol, so flavored cigarettes and plain packaging, and the thing where they have that slidey thing behind them in the checkout, so you can't see the cigarettes. All that bollocks. That was in there. And this was an article that showed statistically that had failed. The plain packaging has failed. And statistically speaking, smoking has gone up, which I don't think is great. And I quite like this bit. And this was a paragraph at the end. It doesn't take a... What?
On a random thought on that statistic that smoking has gone up. Has smoking not gone up because they include vaping as smoking?
No, they don't. They are talking about cigarette smokers, but wait, but right, really, that the actual percentage increase would count as background noise. It's not. It's statistically insignificant. Would be what it is, but it certainly hasn't gone down. But the up figure is statistically insignificant, 1.6% or something, which is statistically background noise for the volume, for the amount of people.
It hasn't worked. It clearly hasn't worked.
Hasn't worked. That's the point. So this was the end of the paragraph. This was the end of the article. It doesn't take a genius to work out that this isn't going. This was the tobacco blank packages. It doesn't take a genius to work out that this isn't going to reduce the smoking rate. And yet the public health lobby spent years and vast sums of taxpayers' money lobbying for these idiotic regulations. It was revealed that this week that the Australian government spent $39 million on plain packaging. In Britain, hundreds of thousands of pounds were spent on billboards advertising this ridiculous policy. Their slogan, their slogan used takes on a new meaning now that plain packaging has proven to be a damp squib in Britain, France, and Australia. And that was their plain packaging billboard states, "Move on. There is nothing to see here." And they were fucking right, which I thought was just quite apt, really. But the embarrassing thing was the Australian statistics prior to it even coming in had already proven that it didn't work. Ash was saying it at the time. There were lots of lobby groups who were saying this is bullshit. This is not a move. Put the price of cigarettes up £2. Stop fucking about. But they went with plain packaging, knowing that it was very likely to fail. The next picture. Don't blow your cock or fanny off, people. This is important. This was a headline in the Metro this week. E-cigarette explodes in man's pocket only 2 inches away from his penis. The word e-cigarette, please swap that for 18650 battery. He had a battery loose in his pocket with change. And that's what actually.
I just like the word penis.
Yeah, no need was there. Could have, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
That's my favourite word in that headline as well. Penis.
Yeah, I like the. I think it's good that they still use the word e-cigarette where they mean battery.
Crotch as well. I think they should use the word crotch.
You think crotch?
Yeah, but blow his crotch off isn't quite as clickbaity as he blew his block off.
Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I've lost chat. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
If you read on, it turned out he just had a battery loose in his pocket, didn't he?
He did have a battery loose in his pocket, but it's another one of those things to remind you not to put batteries loose in your pocket. How much is a battery case?
He behaved like a bell end, and he nearly blew his bell end off.
That is true. That's good. Yeah, he did act like a bell end, nearly blew his bell end off. Okay, and the next thing we've got in the news. I don't even need. Oh, okay, we'll do it. We are now going to discuss the fact, well, as James would know, I know he's been crying for the whole week because, as he knows and we all know, squonking is now illegal, which is very, very important. Obviously, how do you feel about squonking being illegal, James?
It's terrible. It's terrible. People absolutely lost their shit over this for about 11 seconds. It's been awesome. It was such an upbeat. I mean, it's like it's been like the football. It's been so up and then so down and then so just.
But as soon as you, as a normal human being, the first thing I saw was a video somebody posted on the Ideal Home Show page on Facebook.com. Somebody posted a video where it said "Squonking illegal." I didn't watch the video because fuck that. I just found the relevant bit.
I think was it not Squonking is outlawed.
Squonking is outlawed.
Outlawed.
Then during it states that. Sorry. Then during it stated, squonking is now illegal. I really like the idea that somebody would be sat like in an office by the window, and then it says, and it goes, "Squonking is now illegal." And he just goes, "Oh fuck, okay, makes sense." And just I'm not breaking the law. I'll do a lot of things. I want to just stop smoking, but I don't want to break the law. Just gone. I don't know. Best to explain this. That's not true. That's not true. For now, read what they've written, and I'm going to read now a statement from the IBVTA after talking to the MHRA about this new piece of legislation. And let me just say, it's not. People keep saying they've added to the TPD. They've added to the TPD. They haven't. No. They've explained certain details of it and like adjusted it, I suppose, or attempted to. So this is from the IBVTA. Towards the end of last week, the MHRA issued the following clarification on their guidance on squonking devices. Squonkers. These products do not meet the requirements of the regulation if supplied with a squonk bottle / reservoir or tank by any other name with a capacity above 2 ml. There's a very important bit there, if supplied. Any refill containers supplied with a squonker must comply with the associated regulations. The IBVTA understand that the MRHA are seeking to provide clarification to the guidance that the TRPR limits the size of the squonker bottle supplied as part of a kit, i.e. including an atomizer to 2 ml. The MHRA's opinion is that if the squonk bottle is removed and the manufacturer puts it on the UK market without the bottle, then it is likely to be within compliance and can be legally sold in the UK. The IBVTA is of the opinion that although this is an option for manufacturers, it is something we will raise when we meet with the MHRA to discuss this guidance. Note, ultimately, the responsibility of interpreting the law resides with the court. However, you can be assured that the IBVTA's position has and will continue to be to fight for vapers having access to as wide a choice of products as possible on the UK market. Sorry, there's a lot of acronyms in that. So no, they're not illegal. That's
you know what I really like about it? There's a couple of things that are like the simplicity is one of them of the workaround. However, the fact that there was probably a lot of people who had no idea what a squonker was repeatedly saying squonker, because it's quite a funny word, and I think you probably had.
Oh, really? Can you imagine that if like a whip ran in and then said, kind of whispered in one of the, like a minister's ear, and he went, "What?" And he went, "Thank you," and he left. And he went, "Timothy, squonking's bloody illegal." Well, fuck me.
How do you guys think it's? I personally think they're just for some reason just appeasing Brussels or just ticking a box that says that yes, they haven't just been doing nothing for the last 6 months.
It does feel a lot like that. It does feel a little bit.
I feel that the pressure's not. I still feel the pressure's coming from. I think it's coming from two directions. I'm highly suspicious. I feel it's coming from tobacco companies invested in bullshit devices and tobacco companies who now are feigning advocacy. Well, I think everything would be fine as long as we can stop people using these squonkers.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that, John. I think it's the rise of the cheap squonker, which is marketed through all the retail outlets, rather than the way most people have built it through Facebook and the secret groups.
They've knowingly, literally built in a loophole.
Yeah, yes. And someone has now realized, oh shit, there's a loophole. I best
they built another one in. But as Richard just said, they basically went, you can't do that. Is another loophole you can use instead. Because there are quite a few. I'm not going to go into it in detail because it is shit boring. But the built-in loopholes in the legislation, and there are many others, and those people who run companies that know this and are just waiting. Vaping in the UK isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere for a good reason. In the form that you know of it now, bar some adjustments to the way you've got to do things. Like one of the pieces, the new bits of legislation is to remove any tank that's being sold with a silicon plug in it that can be easily whipped out as a liquid substitute is now covered in the TPD. But it always was. That's not. There's way cleverer ways to do that, but that's not the end of big tanks. Even within 4 seconds of reading the thing, I was talking to my boss Simon, and I said, "I'm not going to say it because I think it's a fucking good idea." But there's a way. The loophole's still there. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah. You can't put a silicon bung in it, but I know it doesn't make any difference. I already know a workaround for that.
John, here's the workaround. This is a squonker that is illegal to sell. This I cannot sell. And wait for it. There goes the fucking bottle. And this is now a squonker that is legal to sell.
You didn't even have to do that because there's no atomizer on it. You can sell.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I just thought about throw the fucking bottle.
You don't even need to do it. That was the other thing that people said, well, sell a mod without the atomizer. Without the atomizer on it, it's not anything. It's not an atomizer. It's not. It's clearly states in that legislation that it's not a kit. You don't have the atomizer and the bottle, so it's not a tank for an atomizer because there's no atomizer.
Yeah.
Well, that's grayer. That's grayer. But yeah, for now, until that's defined, you are still not.
Yeah, they'll define that this year next time. I mean,
yeah, it's just next. It's next. But do if you have got a shop and you've got tanks with silicon plugs in them, they're going to make an example of somebody soon. I know.
Yeah, sell them off now. Sell them whatever it costs. Just get rid of them now.
When they get one, their golden goose is gonna walk along. They'll go into a shop that's doing 72 milligram nick shots. It's got 6 mil tanks. It's got squonk bottles with the squonkers with the bottle in, and they're gonna do it to the max they can do, and they will do it for every infringement. And you might even go to open prison for a year, but they're going to get £30,000 fine for each infringement. They're going to get somebody because they need to get a case in court. They're going to get one. Might not be, and everyone can be blasé and say, "Oh, it's never going to happen." It is. Don't know when, but it's going to. Abolishment and Foos Gold are heading over the Atlantic as we speak to Just Sudnik. I know they've been a while waiting, but I know people want their abolishment and their Foos Gold from the Plumes of Hazard, and it's coming. Unfortunately, Trump beat it. We were hoping it was going to beat Trump so you could deal with it. A little other bit of news for Just Sudnik. If you're a fan of Vaping King's Merlin, tonight we've crashed the price until it's gone because it's the only line of Vaping King we've got left, which is we don't do Vaping King anymore, but we do have Merlin. We have concentrate bottles, 10ml concentrate bottles, and you can buy them tonight. They were $3.99. They are now 50p.
What is Merlin? What is
Mint?
Mint.
A mint. But if you want some Merlin, it's 50p.
Awesome.
So go over there. Once it's gone, because we're not getting any more. But we've decided we want that hopper back off the wall. So empty that bucket, 50p. And that, so 10 mils on, if you're not a DIY mixer, then 10 mils will make 50 mils of end liquid for 50p. If you've got some VG and some Nick, or some VG, PG and some Nick, go nuts. 50p. I'm going to leave that. Next, that's the end of that. Richard, www.justadnick.co.uk. I meant to say that. Rich.
Hello. Okay, I've got some bits and bats. Not much going on Instagram this week, so I thought I would do what's going on in our group. What's going on? Because let's be fair, the group is as much a part of this show as the show itself. The group is huge, and so I thought we should give everyone the lowdown that's not been paying attention this week on what's been going on in the group. Dan Goodchild, Mrs. Saab.
Saab, Mrs. Saab.
Yeah, I saw that because I also saw that Colin today got rid of his Jag and he was in a Saab.
Yeah, convertible Saab.
Why did he swap one of his car for? I mean, I always thought they had one convertible Saab on the lot as it was like a challenge. You could get rid of it. Like, who the fuck wants a Saab? And then they went, take the roof off one. And they went, don't be daft. And they went, no, if you do it, if you sell it, you can have a free holiday in Cafelli for a week with the kids.
Well, I don't know. Are they're known to be good Saabs?
Fuck ugly though.
They're known to be shite.
They are quite known to be shit. Simon bought one a few years ago, second hand. It got a mile down the road and the head gasket blew. It was funny.
But I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's Dan. I hope you're feeling good about your Saab now, Dan. David Deering just picked this up off of Scott Bonner. That's quite pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's very gorgeous. I really like the fact that the mod matches the sort of hybridy bit as well. That was wicked.
He's much improved the whole button fascia bit on the latest ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's included like almost an organic feel of a depression around the edge of the button.
Mm. Yeah, it's a lot shorter now than when it started as well.
Yeah.
We got what's going on in this one? Chris Bishop has booked his hotel for Vape Fest.
Oh, pretty good. And we've got, I like that. You've got Scotty Bogfoot has got his weekly picture down. Couple of icebergs. Fucking awesome.
How does he get these pictures? Amazing.
He's Newfoundland, isn't he?
I know, but you'd think after 139 pictures, they'd be getting a bit ropey.
Is gorgeous. when it gets cold there, he starts sending pictures. He's just like, oh Jesus, lucky bastard.
Where the fuck did those icebergs come from?
Jesus. Do you not know anything?
No, I don't read the Bible.
I'm not saying this week's. That's a good addition.
He's cracking. He's right.
Good icebergs in it.
Sometimes you get it and you're like, ooh, same old fish. But this time, icebergs. It's awesome.
And Jimmy Parker has got a Basium. Basium, and he's I don't know what he's got on the box there, but
he's got this thing in it, Stuart's.
It's a heavy set Scotsman, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, it's Mark Todd from Todd's E-Sig Reviews.
I thought he'd got 4 reviewers all on one thing. That's the thing, isn't it? Dean?
No, 4 YouTubers.
4 YouTubers, sorry.
He's got the Saver, he's got Mark, he's got Dean's Basium, and he's got Stuart's Vulcan.
Yes, Stuart's Vulcan. That's what.
Oh, that's clever.
I was just talking to Stuart on Facebook. I just sent him a reply. He might be watching. He claims his missus dyed his beard, but it doesn't matter because Stuart has a dyed beard. Like he went like just for men's style. It's not purple. It's just dyed.
He tried dyeing the grey out of it. Is what
How bad is that?
Yeah, I'd rather dye my beard fucking pink than.
Yeah, that's better. I like it. Blue or something.
Yeah, that seems unnecessary, Stuart. Don't worry so much.
We own the grey.
Yeah, own it, mate.
So that's Jim. That's what Jimmy's got, and this is all about you, James. This was your latest hot topic. What was that? What were you thinking?
Surprising result. I didn't realise. I thought. I'll be honest with you. When I put this in, I thought
Lager.
Me lager drinkers will unite, and we'll see. Just, I mean, I think there might be a little bit of embarrassment on the group.
Definitely not.
We're just lowly. I mean, look at this evening. John, lager. Brad, lager. Rich, lager. And myself, I had the poshest beer at night.
You did tonight. You did.
In my defense, James, I will protest to this. In my defense, was I not sprinting home, I would have stopped to buy a decent beer. But you had. So what? They were just what you found them in a tramp's bin. This was left in my fridge from a barbecue at my house. I'm not lying, James. 6 months ago, it's been sitting in my fridge at home for 6 months. I've been unwilling to drink it. I'm drinking it now because there is fuck all else for me to touch. How can you have literally 1 pint of Stella in your fridge?
It would still be in my.
There's probably 6 of them that I haven't bothered touching because I've had a decent selection of beer. I'm with the group. IPA.
Drink shamers. I tell you what, though, it's very on. Whiskey. I'm surprised at whiskey a bit.
I'm not really because it's like but there's Paul Jones, Gus. There's quite a few whiskey people.
But gin is very hot right now, isn't it?
I'm a gin man. I do like a gin, G&T.
But it is on trend.
It is.
With you,
and IPA is on. IPA is on trend.
Oh, well on trend. Yeah.
I knew IPA would be top, but I was very surprised whiskey was second. I thought a lager or a normal beer.
It's got good margin as well against gin, isn't it? 29.17. Lager's not popular, is it?
No, it's way down the bottom.
No, it's fourth.
It's fourth, but
fourth from first. You may as well be fucking
less than a third of the votes for IPA. Terrible.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Surprising. But I like it. I like
yeah, surprising but interesting.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to do also a very quick show and tell on this. This came in this week.
Oh, I want to ask you about that.
This is the Wismec Motive 2.
That's good looking.
I tell you what, and it's like metally. It's really swish, in that respect.
Is it puff powered or is there a button or what?
Yeah. So
with the face.
Yeah, so there's no button, unfortunately. You have to suck it. And I need to do more research, because I must be doing something wrong, because you've really got to suck it. Brad, I'm gonna suck it now. And so when you know it's going on, there's a little light here.
Do you really have to suck it hard, Rich?
Wait till you see this, Brad. I'm going to suck it now. And okay, so this is how I would attempt out of the box to suck it. Okay. But remember, look for the light. Got a little bit at the end there. You've got to suck it really hard, or else you get nothing.
What's with the pulsing?
It's exhausting.
Is
the
the
noise?
pulsing you inhaling in a pulse, or is that it firing in a pulse?
I don't know. Let's try again.
Oh, do you know what? It sounds, because it's just the mic, but it sounds like somebody trying to start a gas hob by pressing the starter button.
That's exactly what it sounded like. It was like a choo-choo train.
I don't know. I'm not hearing that here, but if it's really close to the mic right now.
Maybe
So.
it's just mine.
But I've noticed that if you put your finger on the air control, you can mouth to lung it and it works great. However, it floods the coil.
Oh, superb.
So
but it did fire straight away. Then.
Yeah, so it's a suction issue.
Is there's no restriction in the box that you can put in there or anything?
Don't know. Further science is required.
No.
I think I must be doing something wrong.
Okay.
Unless it's not very. I don't know. It's too early to say. But it's murderous because I feel like I'm making myself really poorly. Just. It's not a great look on a bus and stuff.
I think everyone just think you're asthmatic.
Yeah. Well, I will be if I keep using this. So that's So it looks great. I just feel like I could try the other.
Pono in chat says no. There's a plug in the hole. What? I don't understand. Is that? Don't know. Russell is promoting finger in the hole like a flute.
Yeah, but you can't. The finger in the hole thing works flawless, but it floods it.
Richard Jack wonders if you should tickle the balls at the same time.
It's a bit coarse.
I'm sorry. I was just that made me chuckle when I was reading down, looking for technical help.
Oh, so you can sort of trick it into activating by doing some sharp drags.
Okay.
I feel like it could be okay if I can resolve this issue, but that's where I'm at right now with the Motive 2. So very pretty, very pocket friendly, and nice looking, but can't get it to work. Can't get it to work very well.
Awesome. I'll have to.
Hopefully, I'll have resolved that issue or spoken to Wismec by next week, and I'll let you know. Brad, have you got any news?
The news that I did have, I was sober when I said it, and I'm no longer sober. But I have a sneaking suspicion it's the same news that James has. So I'm going to let James run with it, and then I'm just going to interrupt him halfway through what he's saying.
Smooth, very smooth.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, feel free to interrupt. You've already interrupted half a dozen times already. So just give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Okay. Okay. I've got, what have I got? I've got, some vape festy type news. I have got some revisiting news, a couple of previews. I've got some Triumph Batava. It's not news, but it's I always do that.
News to us, James.
That's my thing. That's my thing. So I've got picks. I've got picks for everything. Pick a pick, and I'll talk around that pick. Pick person. Pick man. Pick. Lovely. Is this the one you're interested in, Brad?
I'll tell you when I see the pick.
Let's present that to everyone.
No, it's not actually. I was thinking Thailand news, but I'll throw Thailand into the mix when you're done.
Okay, yeah. Unless you want to snip in with some Thailand. This is the Convergent accessories. The list dropped 2 days ago. However, there is the possibility of a few people dropping out. I know that a few people haven't paid, so there is a possibility that you might be able to get on that list. Right now, we've got top caps, and we've got the Floyd. Where's mine? Where's my note? I've lost my notes. You've got the airflow inserts. And so what you've got is there. What there is, we've got the big one. This is 2 on either side. Can you flick through them again? Yeah, lovely, thank you. So we've got POM, we've got Ultim, we've got a clear, and then we've got a 10 hole insert, which is apparently a little bit more airy than the regular 14 or whatever it is. We've also got a dual. Below that is the dual airflow, which is bigger again, and then we've got the top caps, like I say, in the POM, in the Multum, and in the clear, and they are on the Fluid Mods site. Like I said, the list went up a couple of days ago. I'm sure there'll be more. However, oh, that's upside down. However, a few people haven't paid their invoices, so that list will be reopened again. I'm not entirely sure. Will you behave yourself, Richard? And that's the update on the Fluid Mods convergent accessories. Next one.
James, sorry, just while we're on that, James.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a quick one. You haven't got one, have you?
I haven't. Brad's been loving his though.
Oh, is it? Well, is that just the top cap that's in the shop now? You've got that, yeah?
Yeah.
There's just is that nothing personal. Is the machining that bad on yours, or is that just the one in the picture?
No, mine's spot on.
Okay. Why would you take a picture of that one?
All of the pictures have looked like this. All of the pictures have looked like this, John. I really think it's just the way that the light is hitting the airflow.
Oh, not the airplay, but look on the right hand side. That burr on the outside air there. There's a burr there. I think it's just the quality of the picture. I don't.
Okay. If you think about Fluid Mods and the quality that they've always produced.
Oh, exactly. That was what I was just thinking. Of they taking a picture of a prototype and just sold all the decent ones. Yeah.
I've got mine, which is flawless.
That's great. I was just checking. I was looking at it thinking, I can't ignore that burr that's not being cleaned off. That's mental.
I think James is right. That's a photography flair, okay, or whatever. I've seen 5 or 6 in the wild other than mine.
Yeah, Paul Ibson's just said the same thing as well.
Yeah, I'm not even sure whether it's a photography or whether it is the quality of broadcast via Hangouts.
Well, the rest of it looks fine apart from that. It looks like a burr. But yeah, sorry, James, carry on, dude.
No, that's it with you behave yourself. So that's the convergent accessories kits. They're dropped on the Fluid Mods group a couple of days ago. But like I said, you might be like jump onto that list. Alternatively, I'm sure there'll be more coming soon. It's nice to see a mod like this an anti like this with various airflow options. It's a little bit different. Brad loves this. I've not seen a single one for sale, I don't think, yet. Everyone that's got them has been really enjoying them. It's a bit of a weird looking one. I know it's a weird looking one with that massive hole in there, the big old glory hole. But with the air inserts, I think there's going to be loads of options. I really like it, especially with the new top caps on there. The clear one looks really cool. And Fluid Mods, superb. Next one is the new one from the pan. This is just a quick look. This is literally all we've got. This is the Cami by Top Mods, excuse me, which is some of the people from the Pandora Box team. It's a new squonk. You can see it is spinning around widely. This is just a first look. It looks as though the chip there, it's got a joystick in it, so I'm presuming that's the for whatever it is from them people whose name I've totally forgotten. The Yeehee people. I'm presuming that's what that is, but it's there's no real details just yet. Looks pretty cool. So let's say it's just a first look. This picture only dropped yesterday.
It's a bit of a retro look. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a bit retro-y.
I think it's cool. Obviously, you've got the squonk tube sort of thing on one side. You've got the battery tube on the other side. You've got the gubbins in the middle.
Looks comfy.
Yeah, I think it'll be nice. But it's just a first look, early days. Like I say, it's just a proto. Only landed. I think that might even be just today. That picture came out. Next one. So that is the Cami by Top Mods from the Pandora Box people. This is the new Melody squonk. Now, Melody, they've been in the last few months, have really been pushing the squonk sort of thing. They brought a few different ones out. This is their first regulated squonk. This is the proto. This photo is from 3 hours ago or whatever. They literally just popped onto the group. and it's a little bit better than the original one I had. So you've got a DNA 60 chip in this one, a board in this one. It's 2700, and you can see the button's in a slightly different place to the regular Melody Squonking. If you look into, sorry, the regular Melody, the old Melody box, we can see it's instantly recognizable as a Melody box.
Yeah.
If you want to pop the next one on as well, Rich, you create, that's it. There's another one there, and a little bit of a better look at the actual front of that. Looks just like a Melody in my eyes. But with
Somebody is just, that is true. Derry Murphy did just say it's undeniable as well. He said it looks like a doorbell.
Ring doorbell.
It does look like a doorbell.
I don't think it looks like a doorbell at all.
Only like a posh
I look at that and I see a Melody.
I
And
do
I
look
like
at
to
it.
look at them. I really.
Yeah.
and
If
told
I
me.
duct tape that to my front door, the post
People would press the button.
touch the button.
And I like what Thomas does. Anyway, next one.
Hello, is that Brett? Just saw somebody outside. I'm a bit worried. Okay.
Okay, so this is another one from the Melody folks. This is a 100% mech. This is the Morph. Again,
I like that.
these pictures came a couple of weeks ago, but I thought I'd chuck it in there since we were looking at
I like that.
the Melody. It's a top fire and Squonk. It's fully mechanical. You put you kind of, the whole thing comes to bits, and that's what that is. Okay, next one. Come on, let's get the last one on there. Then this is from Chris Scott. He said he wasn't going to make them, and he's decided to make them. He's going to have 6 for Vape Fest. This is the Swipe. This is the first one he's put together. He sent us a picture of it. I absolutely love these. I think they are absolutely ace. It's the only, as far as I'm aware,
My
production.
advice would be, if you don't want to buy it, don't touch it, because I've having had a go at Expo. They're gorgeous.
Absolutely brilliant. They look awesome. They look awesome.
I've been talking to our dear Chris since Expo, the return last year, about getting one of those for myself. And I have expressed how much I love the idea of it.
Oh, you're right. It was Expo the return last year.
I love his design of it. And he's been finessing it so much that I'm still waiting. And I'm in love from every aspect with that design, that idea. I want to sit on my couch and just go.
Yeah, I absolutely love. I think it's a brilliant idea. I think it's really well executed. I love Chris's work. I mentioned him last week. I love Chris's work. I probably won't be able to get one this year, but I will certainly keep my eye out in the future after VFS. But they look brilliant. They look absolutely yes. And like I say, I love Chris's work.
Is he bringing versions of that to Fest?
6.
Yeah, he's bringing 6. He's bringing 6 to VFS. That's one of 6 that he's going to bring to VFS. There's going to
God, I wish I wasn't poor.
Me too. Okay, and that's me news. That's me show and tell. Me news.
Shall I interject with Thailand before you get
Go
on
for it.
Yeah.
Try bat father.
Yeah, try that. Yep.
But I thought you were going to. I thought someone was going to lead with the shit fest that has come out of the East this week. It's been illegal to vape within Thailand.
Yes.
For a long time, we've all accepted that, we'll dealt with that.
About not that long, nearly 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I've got a mate who lives in Chiang Mai and vapes exclusively in his house because he can't vape in public because someone will have a go at it. Yeah. What I read this week is it's now illegal to travel into Thailand holding or through Thailand with an e-cigarette.
That had been happening already, to be fair. But they'd already been confiscating at airports.
The penalty, though, is what really sort of pricked up my spidey senses.
Is it $10,000?
Yeah, it's $10,000 or 5 years in prison. 5 years in prison in Thailand is essentially a death sentence.
Yeah.
And in the back of what's left of my twisted mind, I just thought, in light of the shit situation I highlighted 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever many weeks ago it was in Africa, are these governments trying to outdo each other? It's like, oh, I just heard that England passed TPD. Let's step it up and pass this law. Oh shit, I just heard South Africa passed this law where marketers will go to prison. Oh, well, we may as well just step it up a little bit more and put an end user in prison.
Has there been any publication in Thailand as to, you know, what they don't like about vaping?
Having been to Thailand 6 times, it's the revenue from tobacco. That's the whole thing. It's the revenue from tobacco. Poor people smoke, but they can't be vaping because they won't make any money out of it.
Cigarettes are filthy cheap there. There's tax on them, but it's far less than what we experience in first world. There's same as here, zero tax on.
Edges about when I smoked, about quid 50, something like that, which is still. But if you think that's about 80 pence in a pound, there is tax. From a pack of cigarettes. Cigarettes cost about just below 20 pence to manufacture for a pack of 20. So you're still talking a quid. So if you take it as 80% tax, and that is very expensive cigarettes. So someone who's Thai might buy a pack of cigarettes for
at that level.
15, 20.
Don't understand why governments don't just buy into the data that's been created from a healthy aspect of vaping. Buy into it, tax the freaking vaping.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Totally.
Vaping in Thailand is less than 1/10 of the cost of vaping in the UK. Apply a tax to it. It will still be cheaper than smoking. It will still incentivize smoking. The government will then be making money from it and can legislate to promote it.
But they've also, I don't want to go too far into it. There are certain things they gave up on years ago. The copyright law in Thailand, when it comes to movies and the redistribution of film, they just went, do whatever, fuck it.
But to be perfectly honest, you can't copyright shit any further east than Hounslow without someone cloning it or copying your DVD and redistribution.
But the trouble is, either throw the law at it and be these ridiculous penalties, or quit, and they're not going to give up on that because of the tax revenue. So they gave up on DVDs and films ages ago. Just don't care. You buy them 5 DVDs for £1 in the shop. They're all copies, but they don't care.
How long before they subsequently give up on legislating e-cigarettes?
I think they will. I think the future. I think in the future it will change and go back the other way. I mean, you've got now Thailand, Singapore. It's illegal to vape in Cambodia, but that's almost just totally stupid. There are laws. I think there are laws against it in Vietnam, but there is in Cambodia. But when I was in Cambodia, I've said on the show before, a policeman saw me vaping. And I thought, oh fuck, this sounds very crude, but it's very normal to pay off a policeman in Cambodia for about $10.
Mate, I'm from Africa. I've paid off more than my fair share of cops.
So he came over and I thought, oh, this is going to cost me $10, and he just wanted to have a go. He didn't. He was not bothered. He didn't want to nick me. Anyway, but yeah, it's disgraceful. Let's go into something cheerful like Trilumphanamanas.
Yes, let's. Do we have theme music, or we don't have theme music this week?
Oh, what's it sound like? I'll just sing it.
Oh, do the theme. Oh, I want to hear it.
All right.
Do it.
Go.
It's all right, chill, James. You're ending the show, mate. I'm trying for fla-flas.
Yeah. Well, I've got 1 minute. 1 minute to.
No, we'll stretch it out for you, mate.
Things that remind you of vaping, but they aren't really vaping at all.
A bit of a retro one, but I like it.
Splendid. Hello and welcome to Try Vitava this week.
Do the little wave again.
I've not got the I can't seem to pull the names off of these people, so we're going to whiz through them anyway. Come on, let's go. And I've got one on my phone as well, so which I'll pull up as we get to it.
I'll do the names if you want. Yes. Okay. So the first one is Bob.
Bob. Look at it's KFL. It's KFL Light. But he said something like, "Oh, I'm not sure about the drip tip." Something like that. I'm not sure where. I don't know where. It's a system fault analyzer or something. I didn't get a chance to read it. Next one.
This is Colin.
Cole. It's got troll in it. It's got troll in it. He saw a sticky.
Yeah, that's a reach.
I remind him of vape, and he saw it. He took a photo and he sent it in, and it was on the show. Next one, Brill. Next one.
Oh, the next one is Daniel.
Did anybody actually see what this one was?
I did. It's at the bottom. I can't. Sorry, I've got it. Yeah, it was. Oh, the iJoy.
iJoy. Yeah, absolutely. Big
I couldn't mount. I was gonna write reach on it, and then I couldn't because it said iJoy.
Absolutely, and I don't know whether he bought it or not, but it was obviously it was in TK Max. He saw it. He snapped a pic, sent it in.
Oh, wireless speaker. Fuck! I thought it was a cufflink.
No,
big cuffling.
Yeah,
one
a pair of them for stereo.
One. You don't have to have two. You just have one big one,
just in the middle of your chest. Next one.
This is David Mottram.
Lovely, and he said if we had this one before, and we have had the Squonk Monster thing, but certainly not this book by Julia Jarman, whoever she is. Julia, is it Jarman? I don't know. Next one. This is from Catherine Hunter.
That's my boss.
Yes, just add 0, Nick. It is a lot, isn't it? Isn't it just
get that? I saw that in the group, and I must have sat for 5 minutes. What the hell's going on here? I don't grasp.
And you know, sorry, I'm not sure. I want to buy me.
It totally works.
Caffeinated, carbonated beverages from outside of a toilet. Anyway, next one.
It sounds like Thorpe Park, isn't it? Thorpe Park.
Oh, this one is Kevin Watts.
This is from Mr. Watts, the Trivatava surname dude, and it's a Rio want to sell. Look at that, want to sell a Rio. That's a good one. That one normally we don't necessarily do.
It's the bigger question. What god awful
Rio want to sell? That's quite good.
It is. It's good. It's a good one. It's a doubler or a singler. Which one?
I said with a doubler, Rio and want to sell.
Or it's just a single advert on Safe Vapors or UKS or whatever. Yep. Next one. We've had this one before, but it's slightly different. This is 0 milligram. Who was this one from?
OMG.
Oh, it's from Len.
From Len. And he said, works, and it doesn't it? I mean, how often do you say it and you like a 0 milligram? Absolutely. I still like it. So we'll pop that one in again. We haven't had it for quite a few months. Next one.
Mark Selby.
This is from the Cactus Man. Anybody? I thought this was
a real reach. I didn't know. When I looked at it, because we get these quite a lot, I thought, well, it's not me because the forehead's nowhere near.
Yeah.
And then when they said Richard, I was like, no.
We both got wonky noses because of football, but other than that,
no, I've got nothing.
I thought it was reasonably offensive. This is a brilliant one. This is from awesome, isn't it? This is from Matt Lollian. He saw this on top of a bus stop. Look at that. It's like a C-frame mod. Look, check
it's C-frame mod, and then it's got like I'd say it's a German tank on the top because it's fucking massive.
This might be
anything, those Germans.
Yeah.
My favourite one from the and I presume he snapped this on the bus and then zoomed in and stuff. I think this is really the core of what could be Triumph Batava.
It's good. It's good.
It's good. It's damn good. It's damn good. I like it a lot. Thank you very much.
If it was a picture book, that would be on the cover.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, it should be a picture book. Why is it not? This one was me. This one. I saw the. I was searching for a gift to send.
That was me asleep.
Yeah, I was searching for a gift, and I just thought if John was in the Take On Me video by Aha.
There's only a couple of problems. He doesn't have the forehead or the chin. Because look at that. That's a proper.
I like it. I think it's spot on.
I did like it.
Honestly, when it's a GIF. I just snapped obviously a single frame from the GIF.
I was trying to do the face.
It's not a million miles off Shelley either. Sorry, Mrs. John.
Yes, Mrs. John. I think that could be any generic woman with hair dark that's not blonde. To be fair.
Yeah.
Reminding me of vaping. Anyway, next one. With the Cthulhu.
Oh, this one's Mike Davies. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. And look, and also, I've just noticed this. At the top there, it says a game of unspeakable incidents, and that almost says squonk.
Oh, I thought it said, because it's a doubler anyway.
Concentrate.
Cthulhu, gloom. So I thought it was gloom.
Oh yeah, gloom.
Cthulhu, gloom,
Quadruple.
and then almost squonk. Squonk.
It's a doubler, and it's got a squonk hole in it.
And it's got good grief.
It's a triply quadruple over.
This one is by Rick.
Yeah, this one came in late by Rick. And when I saw it, I just presumed it was his battery charger. It's not his battery charger at all, was it? It's his calorie counter or what? I don't know. It's his pedometer or whatever it is.
I did think it was a reach. It's fair. Oh, it's on an exercise bike or something, isn't it? Or a
Oh right, okay. That cannot have been.
Oh, it's a treadmill, I think. Incline 3.
Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah, nice.
He's
nice.
got it.
I
To
like
be fair,
this.
he's got it set at 3 kilometers, so he's all right. He's just saunter for some chips.
He's gone for a casual stroll with his treadmill.
Lovely. Next one.
This is Mark Todd.
That's wicked.
Yeah, it is a good one. He was building a chair for his wife, for Mrs. Todd.
Oh, it's the piston, isn't it? For the ups and downs. Good.
I have no idea what the actual.
It's this bit. I'm gonna go like that. It's one of them.
Oh, it's the John shortener. Excellent. Look
This
at
one
that.
is also marked of top.
Awesome. That is a Provari 5000 XL.
Nice. Like it a lot.
Price,
Thank you very
$15.
much, Mark.
$15 cheap. Isn't it?
Nice to. I haven't got anything on my. I have to pretend.
Oh.
Lovely. Next one. Thank you, Mark. Famous tri-photographers. I like them a lot.
Amazing. And last but by no means least, Tom Beattie with this.
Oh, it was good. That was good.
Mod
Loving it.
maker Rick. It's the mod Rick. The Rick mod maker.
Mod Rick.
There was another photo as well of the actual chap, but I didn't include that. It's
Luka Modric off of Croatia and Real Madrid.
I like it.
There is one more. If anybody can get this one came from Trevor Larkin, I think. It was a link to a YouTube video, but the YouTube video was in America, so it didn't play in our country. So I've got the chip. I've got the chin on my phone. Anybody get this one? I'll start that again. Can we get that one? That's a Milli by by Mr. Carter. What's his name? Lil Wayne. It says. I went mad for that album when it came out. Carter 3, whatever it is.
If anyone ever gets anyone saying Milli, we want it.
We want it. We want it every time.
Damn straight. It's a thing. Okay, what are we at there? We are at 98 minutes overtime.
Yes, we've had a bit of overtime, people, because of the massive fuck up that was the beginning.
Sorry about the car crash at the beginning. We should probably say that. It's usually so smooth, so slick. Brad, it wasn't even your fault, Brad. We had your absence locked down, no problem.
Yeah.
And then both of these guys' internet's blobbed.
Yeah, James went just before, and then I went. It was good. We still went for it. We weren't fucking late. It's not VT UK. We're fucking still there on time. A couple of jams.
I'm so editing out the bit where it's just me on my own.
I know. Right, I think that's it, isn't it?
Yep, that is the Ideal Home Show, episode 139. Thank you very much for watching. Please just very gently hit that like button.
Thank you ever so much for watching. This has been the Ideal Home Show. We will see you next Thursday.
Push that like button.
Bye. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notified when there's the next one.
Absolutely. A milli.
Bye.